They raised him from a cub. Every morning one of the gods walked out across the yard with meat in his arms. The others watched from the doorway. None of them went with him. The thing he was feeding was a wolf. Its father was Loki. Its mother was a giantess called Angrboda, which means the one who brings grief. It had 2 siblings, a serpent and a girl called Hel who was dead down one side of her body. The serpent went into the sea. Hel went down into the dark to rule it, and the place took her name. They knew what it was. When the world ended, this animal would kill Odin, and the seers had said so while it was small enough to lift. They did not kill it, not out of mercy. Their hall stood on holy ground, and blood would defile it, so they let a rule do the work conscience should have done. Only Tyr would feed it. Tyr was god of war and of the sworn oath, of the thing you say out loud and then have to stand behind. He crossed the yard every day. The others found somewhere else to look. The wolf learned his step. Anything raised by hand learns a footfall, learns which shape in a doorway means food. There is a warmth in that, and it does not care what the seers have said. It grew faster than anything should, until the yard was too small for it, so they brought it a chain called leading, and made it sound like a game. Nobody had ever seen a creature strong enough to break iron like this. Did it want to try? It was young and vain, and gods had praised it since it could walk. It braced once, and the iron went across the yard in pieces. They cheered. The second chain was twice as strong. The animal weighed the risk against the fame and let them fasten it on anyway. That one took longer. It went the same way. The gods stopped smiling after that. Odin sent down to the dwarves. What came back was not a chain, it was a ribbon, soft and grey, about as frightening as a length of silk. They had made it out of 6 things that do not exist. The sound of a cat walking, the beard of a woman, the roots of a mountain, the sinews of a bear, the breath of a fish, the spit of a bird. All 6 were used up in the making. That is why you cannot find them now. They took the wolf out to an island in the lake Amsvartnir. They passed the ribbon round and smiled and said it was only a game. The wolf looked at it for a long time. There was no glory in snapping a string, it said, and if the thing was made with craft and cunning, it was not going anywhere near its legs. The monster is the only one on that island telling the truth. It would let them try on one condition. One of them was to lay a hand in its mouth while they did it, as a pledge that there was no trick. Nobody moved. Then Tyr walked forward and put his right hand between the wolf's teeth. He knew. He was not fooled, and he was not brave in the ordinary way. He was god of the sworn word, and a pledge is only worth something when the one giving it is telling the truth. He was about to break one in public, to an animal he had raised, and pay for it within the hour. The wolf let them tie it on. Then it pulled. The harder it pulled, the tighter the ribbon drew, and the animal understood what had been done to it. Every god on that island laughed. Snorri notes the one exception at the end of the sentence, the way you would mention the weather. The wolf closed its jaws. They drove a boulder deep into the rock and tied it to that. It kept snapping, so they set a sword upright in its mouth, hilt in the lower jaw, point in the roof. It howls. It has not stopped. The saliva runs from its jaws and has run so long that it is not a pool anymore. It is a river. The river has a name. It is called Von. The word means expectation. It means hope. On the last day, the ribbon fails. The wolf comes up the field with its lower jaw on the ground and its upper jaw against the sky and swallows Odin whole, exactly as they were told it would, back when it was small enough to lift. The gods named that river themselves. They stood over a bound animal with a sword through its mouth, looked at the water running out of it, and called it Hope. If you enjoyed, Please like and subscribe. Thank you.